Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets just as usual. And we'll be looking at the financial kind of side of it. We won't look at the news side of it. I've got another video for that coming out probably about 2-3 hours time. So we'll do that in the afternoon. So we'll look at the markets overall, a couple of charts, look at Bitcoin chart as well, and a couple of news stories related to kind of Binance projects as well, and anything that you want to talk about as well. This is for you as much as me kind of doing it for you. It's about you, it's involving you as well. So if you've got any questions, if you've got any charts you want me to look at, I'll try and get to as many as possible while we're here. But first I'll just see if we're live or not and see what's happening. We are live and everything looks okay. Got a couple of people coming in, so we'll just jump over. I'll switch camera as well. Good, we're all here. Okay, we have Sean Dubbs in the house. Welcome to you. John Russell is in. Deb Bin is in the house, one of our brilliant admins. Good to see you, Deb. David Swartz is in. Another good call on Matic, Steve. I'm up another 20%. Excellent. So I called Matic at 251. Was it 251? I think it was 251. And it's up to 305 or something just now, which is good. Debbie Claydon is in the house this morning as well. Good to see you here. IoT Financial. Natasha Sakamoto is in. Mitch Dighton, Mark Paul, Mark Scott, Gareth Mabette, Bruce Rudling, Mervyn Skidmore, Marcus Jafari, G Slick, Benton Taylor, CB Norwood, Rob Fiddler, Crypto Cannabis, JC Standard, London Bobby is in as well, and Gordy Boy is in. XRP, woohoo, Benton Taylor's XRP jumped. Wait a second, I'm in Matic. I thought XRP had jumped there. No, I thought it jumped for a second there when you're saying woohoo. And Rob Fiddler, like Crush, yes, if you can go down the like button and hit that like button just now, that would be fantastic if you could do that. And also, if you're not already a member, you can join our free Telegram group. We've got a free one. So we've got the premium one as well, but that's not going to be open for another 2 months. So you can't get into the premium group, but you can still get into the free group. We've still got amazing people in the free group as well. Zero tolerance for any crap, basically. You get kicked out if you're going to crap, if you're kind of promoting anything, if you're shilling, if you're kind of putting other people down, you're just kicked out. So it's a really good group as well. We've got about 500 members in there. I think we've got 500 members now. Are we up to 500 yet? No, 488. Nearly 500 members in there as well. So it'd be good to see you in there. Mike D is in the house. Nicky Sheldrake is in. High Points Drifter. Stephen King is in the house as well. So good to see you all. Okay, first we'll nick on over to the markets. Nick on over? I haven't said that for years. Right. We have a market capitalization, much the same as yesterday. Kind of just going sideways just now. 249, or say 250 billion dollars as a market capitalization overall. I've got a Bitcoin dominance of 55.6% at the moment. Again, that's kind of stable. Who's the winners and losers? We have Solve up again, up 69%. The healthcare, but it's number 50 now as well. So it's gone up again, 69%. GX Chain gone up another 26%. Chainlink 15%. Theta Fuel 11% as well. Binance Coin is on the way up. I called that at 390,000 and it's on its way up again, which is good. Good to see. And that's the ones in kind of double digits. Overall in greens, who's in the red? Monocoin down 32%, Maximine Coin down 23%, Bitcoin SV and down 9%, Omisi Go, True Chain, Tron, Factum, Cosmos, MadeSafe all down as well. But we have about 35% in the red, 65% in the green. Okay, overall we have 2,221 cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap just now. And this is volume over 100,000.
Here are the top search results.
It must have been Siri kicking in. 1 second, I'll get rid of this. Search results by what? Siri must have kicked in there. Right. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so Solve up 70% over the last 24 hours. This is cryptocurrencies trading volume over 100k. I've done 10k before, but you get a lot of kind of anomalies, so we'll do it over 100k. Kichai is up 67% on 242,000 volume, and market cap is 4.3 million. Don't know that. QChai, don't know that at all. CoinTorox, someone who was talking about it, PJ. PJ was talking about this, CoinTorox. It was up 63% over 24 hours. But look at the market capitalization. 133,000, that can't be right, surely. Somebody was talking about that. It was PJ, I'm sure it was talking about it yesterday. 137,000. Circoin supply 4.6 million, total supply 5.5 million. The volume is 1.2 million. That's 10 times what the market cap is. What's going on? Etherflyer, I don't believe that. 1.2 million volume. I'm just going to have a quick look at this as well. I can't believe that there's 10 times the volume of the actual market capitalization. This is on Etherflyer. I don't know if I've got an account with them. I don't know if I've got the market order. I just want to see the market orders, just see how quick it's gone through, because that 1.2 million, there's the market history there. 830, 38, 37, 35. So it's not trading that much. I don't know. Highly doubt that, to be honest, but obviously I don't know for sure, but highly doubt that. UNetwork, another good one, up 60%, and that's market cap 9.9. This is why we look at it as well, just to see if we can find some hidden gems in here as well. Found loads, I've just never had time to do anything or write reports on any of them. It's just really busy in here just now. Arbitrage, ARB, we kind of looked at that before, way in the past. We want to do that again. Internet of People 1.6. Lishon as well, that's another good one. It looks to be a good one, that's on the kind of list as well. Up 24%. LIT, only 1.8 million volume. Not volume, market cap. So there's a lot of good ones in there. It'd be good to hear your ones as well, that you'd, if you've got a micro cap or a hidden gem, do you think might be a hidden gem? It'll just get added to the list and I won't be able to do any reports on them or kind of buy any of them. I've tried to buy a couple, but just the liquidity on them is just a nightmare. Okay, we'll look at crypto bubbles. And this is over the last, is it hour or, yeah. So Mana is up 7%. Down, TrueChain down, OMG down, ICX, Aurora, Aeon, Zil, Qtum down as well. This is on the last hour. And it's about 50-50. Well, I'd say no, the reds have it. I'd say the kind of bears have it there. And the sells and the reds. KCS is up. I'm so tempted to get into KuCoin shares. So tempted. Just to buy and hold it, because I just think this is, imagine Binance like a year ago. I think this is where KuCoin shares are just now. And I'm so... There's a few projects I could just say, right, I'm just going to put everything into that and just walk away. Again, there's just well, I've done it obviously kind of with a couple of them, but the KuCoin shares, I'm just really tempted with that just now, because I think that could be really big. You're talking 10-20x kind of easily for that, but not there just now. Okay, who else is in the house? Skidmore. Gold is up, but looking at the Bathgate spot market, battered Mars bars have dropped 7 points. Must be all health food. Yes, health food, yeah. Gary Stewart, how much will the new premium group cost when it reopens? What I'm going to do, Gary, is I'm going to reopen it, and it's probably going to be, there'll probably be an early bird price, but it's going to be a yearly price. So it'll be a yearly kind of subscription, and it'll be $697 for the year. Which is still good, still a good price, but it's going to be a yearly. Obviously it helps me and it cuts down on the admin costs as well, because when people leave, people join, it's a nightmare because it's just me that's doing it myself. Just now I suppose I could get somebody else to do it, but it's me that's doing it. So it will be $697 or there'll be a payment plan of 97 or something like, or 79 for 12 months or something. That's at the end of July, so I'll be reopening it, and I'll be doing a launch for that as well. Tim Lund, any good news about BAB? Never heard anything about BAB, to be honest. Nothing's come through the door that I've seen. Mark Pawn, can BNB better as BTC long term, more stable? I think so. You're thinking when Bitcoin goes down, BNB tends to go up as well, and when Bitcoin goes up, BNB tends to stable or kind of go down a wee bit, but it's kind of stable. And I think for the long run, I think BNB, with the amount of money it's making, you have to look at the kind of financial side of it as well, not just the use case. I mean, the use case for BNB just now is just phenomenal. And I think I've said before, and I've said it since it was $5, a $100 coin waiting to happen. It's now nearly there. And now I'm going to go as far to say this is kind of going to be $1,000 for BNB in a couple of years' time. Doug Anton is in the house. Welcome to you. Steve, do you think Matic and One will continue their run-up until mainnet launch at the end of the month, or is it too early for them to start that? I think, well, so I've been looking at these. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is part of the kind of news as well. So we'll just kind of do that just now and have a look. So we'll look who's at the top just now. So look at Binance. And I'll just kind of zoom in on this. So we've got One at the top, 25%. We have Fetch AI up 12%. And I think that's got and we'll look at this in a second, I think that's got the longest way to go, although it's a different animal. And we've got Matic at 304. And who else? Seller is not in the top one, but was in the top as well. So I don't know where Seller is just now. Seller's had a massive run up as well, 3.73%. But that's had a massive run up as well. So I think if we kind of go to here and we'll look at one by one, Seller, 53 million market capitalization. Obviously the volume's high, circulating supply, and we know the total supply as well. Circulating supply is 27% of the total supply just now. So there's a lot to go in to the circulating supply. However, look at the ranking. It's outside the top 100 just now. So I think this is easily a top 50. Not necessarily Seller, although Seller and Matic together, yes. But I think it's easily the top 50 with what they're trying to achieve, obviously kind of speed up the networks. And I think that's really kind of what they're looking to do. Same with Matic as well. So look at Matic and look at the market capitalization. They're all much the same actually, 51 million. We've got circulating supply, again, 21% of the total supply, circulating supply there. So I think this could easily kind of double as well and get into the top 50. And I don't know what you would need to get into top 50. So we'll just go to CoinMarketCap. And to get to 50, to get into top 50, 169 million. So Solve is in the top 50, it's just hit the top 50. So I think Matic, Seller, One, which is Harmony. Again, that's about 50 million as well. I worked it out at. I'm sure it's, I can't remember, 1.9 billion or something like that. The circulating supply. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's round about the same, about 50 million, roughly the same. So I think that could get into top 100 as well. And who else did we have? So we had One, Fetch AI. Fetch AI is a different kind of animal altogether. That's in obviously artificial intelligence. Right, so 16 million market capitalization, and it's ranked number 238. So again, as I said, that's a different kettle of fish altogether, but that's got the longest way to go, I think, with a small market capitalization like that. And obviously with Binance behind it, with it being on the Binance chain and everything like that as well, I think this could really kind of shoot up as well. But I do think all of them are going to go up in value. I think every single one of them are going to go up. I think One still has more to go. I think there might be a pullback here, because if you think One has kind of shot up from where it was at about 240 just a couple of days ago. And it's kind of went up 50, 60% already, but I still think it has a way to go. I don't think it's hit its high yet, but we're due a pullback soon, I would imagine, on that as well. FET, or FETCI, I think that's got a way to go as well. Where's that? I could easily see it getting a 50% from here as well. And 1 wee second, I'm going to dive over. Right, okay, 1 sec. Oh, something's going on here. Just bear with me a wee second, I'm just kind of logging out here, but it's gone into German for some reason. Has Binance? Why? I don't know. Was it Polish? Just go to EN. Right, I'll just dive back over. Right, that should be me now. Okay, because I was logged in, I just didn't want to show you everything because I've got some trades open just now. I kind of tell you my trades anyway, but not the point. Right, so we'll go to one, and what we're looking at, Matic. It's currently 302. Do I think that could go higher? Yes, I do think that can go higher. But it depends on BTC. It depends on the Bitcoin price as well. So we'll have to keep a close eye on the Bitcoin price with regards to all of these. I think this has got a line here, round about a kind of resistance here, round about 373. Will it get there? I think so. It's going to get there within the next couple of days, depending on what Bitcoin does. But I think this could go higher and to reach its all-time high, basically. So I think we could potentially see a doubling from here, and it to get into the top. What would it be if it went to 100 million? So we could get into, say, the high 60s for all of them, and not necessarily for FETCI, for Fetch. I think that could get into maybe not so much the top 100. Right, we're stuck here again. Right, I don't know if something's going on with the kind of computer or not. I was hacked. I wasn't hacked. There was kind of viruses on, so it wasn't hacked. There was viruses on the computer, and I keep checking it nearly every day, but it takes ages to look for them. So I don't know if I've got something going on again. So that's what I think about the Binance IEOs, and I think Binance itself has gone up. I think we've seen it up to 408,000 or something like that for Binance, which is fantastic for them, obviously. And one I called, 407,000 Satoshi it is just now, which is brilliant. Let's see, yeah, I think that's gone up. It will go up to 500,000. There's no doubt it's going to go up to 500,000 Satoshi. Then it's going to go up to 1 million Satoshi, and we're going to see $40, $50, and then $100 within a couple of months, and then it'll be the long haul up to $1,000. Right, who else has joined us? That was Mark Scott, Benton Taylor, punch the likes. Thank you very much. We need to launch a CYT coin. All the cool kids are doing it. Has anybody else? Any of the YouTubers launched a coin? Stephen Orwell. Scotch Bull was in the house. Bought myself 2,500 Nash. Buzzing, haha, future staking, here we come. And did you buy that on Switch.io? Yeah, I was looking at that this morning actually. Keg is in the house, welcome to you. Have a look at Ginkcoin, Mastodon. I looked at that before as well. It does look really good. I really liked it a couple of months ago. It was more than a couple of months ago. But yeah, I really like that. Crypto Knowledge Alliance. Jimbo, our very own Jimbo, is in, one of our brown admins. Think Matic will do much more. Today, I don't know if it will do it today. Personally, I do think it's going to go up more. But it just depends on BTC price, obviously. I'll go with Matic. Where are we? Yeah, so 233. Let's see, I'm really looking at it from fundamentals. I still think they're going to come out with news as well. I know they've had kind of news out. So I'm thinking from the fundamental point of view, from the TA point of view, from the hype point of view, everything points to this going past this all-time high. For me, it does point as if it's going to go towards its all-time high. So we can't just look at the charts, because we've not got that much history for it as well. I'm kind of looking at the 4-hour charts here, and I'm looking at the likes of Matic. So you can see the 4-hour chart kind of crossed over at around about 70, went all the way up to kind of nearly 600, crossed down over at 323, and crossed back over at 252, and that's when I called it, when it crossed over, around about there at 251. I do think it could reach its all-time high again and surpass its all-time high, just purely because of everything they're doing. Now, I know they're getting bashed as well, because they're not on GitHub a lot, so I don't know, I need to look into that more as well. I don't know if you've looked at it, Jimbo, but that'll be interesting to kind of look at as well. I know Crypto Chico had a kind of video as well, so I need to look at that. So, but I do think it can go higher. Cooklet is in. Good morning to you. Good to see you here. Crypto Don Juan is in. Brilliant to see you, mate. Stephen King. Hello, Stephen. I'm going to go at Sporting Trades. Would you have a look at KMD? Would it be a contender? KMD. So Komodo, I've not looked at that for a couple of days. Binance. Okay, we're on the daily. It's crossed over on the daily. We've got 2 red candles though here. That'd be the first kind of red flag, the 2 red candles. We'll just look at it on the macro view. So we zoom out and see it's coming off its low. So we've got a low of 13,000, around about 13,000. And it's kind of hit that a couple of times around about the 13,700 mark. It's hit that a couple of times and bounced up there. So that looks to be strong support. So that would be the first thing you would do when you're looking at these as well. So you just go, okay, we've got strong support around about this area. You can see it's bounced up that twice. So you've got a double bottom there. And then you've got the 70 EMA and the 50 EMA that you do on the daily. Now 70 EMA is crossing over, but we have those 2 red candles here, 4 candles. So we've got the candles there, and 18,900 it's reached just now. And where would you go from here? I think this does look good. You'd have to play it in context as well with the rest of the market. So we can see its raise been, we're talking about 21st of May. So it's gone up since the 21st of May, 51%. So when it rises like that, and it's risen so much, you have to kind of take a look and just say, okay, is it going to come back? So what I would do in this instance, I was looking at coming back to the 70 EMA, 18,400. And if it goes below that, you look at the 50 EMA, which is around about the 18,000. If it bounces off that, then I think you're good to go again. But at the moment, I don't know if it would be a buy at this particular moment. However, on this red candle, it did get to as low as 18,000 and then it's bounced back up again. So there's a lot of indicators to say, yes, it's definitely a buy. Longer term, yes, for today, you kind of wait it out. You just wait and see what happens with it if you're going to try and get in today. But yes, it's crossed over on the daily, so that does look a good one. All of that kind of just saying, yes, it's quite good. But Komodo, yeah, it does look good. Kryptonol Giants, I've got a wee moonshot pot in Orox, which is flying. Excellent, yeah. We've just kind of looked at that as well. Coin Torox. And just can't believe it's just trying to get it though. You know, if you're trying to buy them, you wouldn't be able to buy that much, but a small pot, if it flies, that's fantastic. Because for this to even 10x, you're not talking it's got a market capitalization of 1.5 million for a 10xer. Peter Van Den Wright, ciao Steve, hi CYT crew, it's good to see you here Peter. Legend got a gun, your thoughts on Pundy X? Pundy X is going to fly in the next couple of weeks. We just have to get this airdrop out of the way. Where is it just now? I think it did briefly go down to 10.11. No, I think it was 10.11 I'm sure it went to. So it's 11.12 just now. So it did briefly go down to 10.11 and then it quickly went back to 11.12. But this is going to fly, and it's going to double with the next, I'd say, with the next 4 weeks. I said 2 weeks a week ago, but I was just being a wee bit over exuberant there. Just thinking of the airdrop. Once the airdrop clears and everybody sells the kind of airdrops, they've got that out the way, I think it's just going to double quite quickly. But we need to wait and see. So keep an eye on the order books. I know the order books aren't going to tell you a lot, but keep an eye on the order books and see what's doing, and try and get in, or even put an order in for 11 Satoshi. I don't think you're going to get it for 10 Satoshi, but I think if you want to buy it, I'll put an order in for 11 Satoshi. And what you do there, if you put an order in for 11 Satoshi, once it does flip and goes to 12.13, then you're in profit if you buy 11. So you're going to be in profit once it does flip as well. So 1 Satoshi on PundiX is 9%, so that's a good 9%, even if you kind of manage to scalp 1 Satoshi off it. And if you're buying a lot of it, if you think about it, if you bought 100 million, in PundiX, which you could do, it'd be 10 Bitcoin obviously, or 11 Bitcoin, if you bought 100 million, but every Satoshi it went up, you'd gain 1 Bitcoin. And this is how the whales think. They think in that kind of Bitcoin level. So if you buy 100 million of PundiX, obviously because there's 100 million Satoshi and 1 Bitcoin, for every Satoshi it goes up, it would go up 1 Bitcoin. So you'd gain 1 Bitcoin for every Satoshi it went up for PundiX. And if it goes up and doubles and goes up to 22 Satoshi, that's you've got another, you've doubled your money and got another 11 Bitcoin worth. And this is kind of, I'd love to get up to that stage. It'd be brilliant to get up to that stage. But it's slow going as well. But it's slow just now. But once it starts going, once it starts moving, it's going to gather momentum, and it is going to quite quickly go up to the 22 mark, I think. So yeah, I do like PundiX. I like what they're doing. I like the kind of TA of it. I like the FA of it as well. All my EOS profits on XRP trains about to leave little sharks. Yes, XRP. Where are they just now? 5121. They're kind of staying about the same. It's kind of frustrating to watch just now, because you think, okay, it's going to go, it's going to blow at any time. You don't know when. Nobody knows when, obviously, but we just think we know it's going to blow. And in between times, there's other ones kind of coming up, and there's just say, I could have made 10% there, I could have made 15% there, I could have made 5% there, here and there. So it's difficult not to trade and keep money in. So this is good for accumulating instead of trading, but it could just go anytime. That's the thing with XRP. Scottish Bull, Nash is a true DEX. Can never buy BNB no matter how much money it makes. Principles, the exchange is corrupt to core, in my humble opinion, and will be taken down. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's corrupt to the core. I know what you're saying. I know you've obviously kind of got the same mindset as CYT-Crypto. I don't think that at all. I do like CZ. I have to admit. I do like him, Changpeng Zhao. I like what he's doing. I like the way he runs his business. I like the way he's very open, kind of and honest. Obviously, the stuff that goes on as well with regards to the IEOs that I would totally 100% do myself. I'll do exactly the same as what he's doing just now. Kind of make money from people trying to get in to Binance and make money from the IEOs. I would do exactly that. It makes good business sense. So from that point of view, I think he's a good businessman. Well, that's my only concern with it. With the regulations that are going to be coming in the next couple of years, that's the only concern I have with regards to, and I've said that all along, with regards to Binance. It's the regulatory concerns or the regulations that might come up. Right, what's going on here? Right, this is weird. Right, something's happened. Right, it's saying no video, but sound is okay. Right, what's going on? I don't know what's going on, everybody. Right, we're back. It looks as if we're back again. I don't know what's happened there. Right, so that's what that's what all that was about. Right, okay. That's because I was busy talking. I do apologise for that. Always said Steve has a face for radio. Thanks very much. When did that happen then? When the hell? That was weird. Right. Okay, we're back. We're back. Hopefully we're back. Are we back? You're back, yeah, hooray. Barbara Taylor. Crypto Don Juan, thumbs up, yeah. Okay, we're back. About 10 minutes. I was talking like that for 10 minutes. Stream was looping. So there's something wrong at this end. So the stream health is not that good at the moment. So there must be something going on. Right, just a second. Just making sure everything's okay. Weird. Right. It's still going on. We're still okay. Okay, we'll just carry on and just hopefully continue as is. One still climbing. Hope it's an Xmatic. Your thoughts, Kukla? Just now. So one BTC. Yeesh, get 390. So we've got, if you look at the market capitalization, Kukla, that's what I would do. Just look at the market capitalization. We've got market capitalization just now for about 55 million. So it could keep on going. It could potentially double from here and go up to 500, 500. What I would do if you're looking for, because I think there's a lot of people in it, and a lot of people might have bought it, say around about 300 or 250 or 200 even. I'm just going to go to this. So if you do that, what to do is put a stop loss on. So, but put a stop loss on where you've got some wiggle room as well. So to put a stop loss on, just go to stop limit on Binance. I know you probably know how to do this as well. But if you're going to say, and we'll just go into one just now. It's more concrete. So it's 391 just now. Order books looks as if it is going to go past the 400 level. So it's going to hit its all-time high. So just say it goes past 400 and you say, okay, I'm going to take profits if it falls below 370. So you put a stop loss in and say, okay, when this hits 375 Satoshi, I want you to sell for 371. So that's what you do. You just go, in fact, you take that off and just go there and go 375. So that would be a trigger. So you say, okay, once it's 375, I want to trigger an open order for me and sell it at 372, for example. And that way you're still in profit, but you can still ride the waves up. And if it goes up to 410, then you move that up and say, okay, if it hits 385, I'm going to sell at 382. And if it goes up to 420, you keep moving it up. So that's the way to stay in a trade like that. And if it comes down to 372, or you kind of get stopped out, you've still made a profit. And if it keeps on going down, you can get back in at another stage if you think it's going to go back up. But it could hit your kind of stop loss and just shoot back up again straight away. But you have to kind of be grateful that you've got a profit. You've got a big profit there to start with if you're still in it. But that's what I would do. But give yourself, don't just take the 5% or don't take the 5% from here. So at 389, if you're talking 10%, that would be 38. So you're talking about 350, 340-ish. So you could do that and just keep a really kind of tight stop loss and just do it that way, but give yourself some wiggle room so it can fall and rise at the same time, because you've seen it here. You kind of did get to 397, came down to 350, then went back up again. So you can see that is probably going to happen all the way up. Now the 7 EMA here is round about 367. So you can expect it to come down and bounce off of that. So you'd probably put a stop loss around about 360, I would say. If it was from here, I'd say, okay, when this hits 360, I want to kind of sell at 357, and that gives you some wiggle room, and it might hit the 70 EMA and bounce. If it doesn't, it's probably going to keep on going down towards the 50 EMA if we had that there. So that's what I would do. That's how I would play that kukla. But I think it can still go up and still surpass its all-time high and go past the 400 level. Once it goes past 400, that's a psychological barrier. So it looks, if it does go past that, it'll probably go up even more and might shoot up to 450 or something like that. That's my thoughts. That's my personal opinion. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on in your case, and do your own research and all that. But yeah, I do think it can go higher. Don't see, there's no reason why not. I'm just going to check just to make sure. Right, we are still blurry. Right, so you might need to change your settings. Yep, you might need to change your settings and go to, so if you go to, click on, yeah, change your settings to 720. So it's just if you go into kind of YouTube and click the wee gear icon and change your settings and put it to 720. So you should be able to do that. G-Slick is laughing and just saying thumbs up. Don't ever leave again. Mervyn Skidmore, Crypto.1, are you streaming from Silk Road? What are your thoughts on VET? I do like VET, and I've just literally called it this morning as well. Where are we? VET, BTC. So how's it going? I think I called it 102. It's at 100 just now. It did get up to 103. What to do's, but yeah, that's going to bounce big time. That's going to go up big time, I think, over the coming days, over the next 2 weeks. Crossed over on a 4 hour. I should have called it way before then, but I've just called it just now because I still think it's going to go up, and I think we're going to get past this kind of barrier here at 110 and then on up to 127. I'll probably bring that down actually on the 4 hourly. Bring that down to here. So target for VET just now is 110. Once it gets past that, I think it'll go up from there. Let's see. 109. Yeah, 110. The target is 110. Past that, we're talking 122, and then we're going up to 141. So I think you're going to get easily a 30-40% out of VET very soon. Plus, fundamentals are good as well, which is always a bonus. Dirty Fergie, VET is dope. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Crypto.1 looks good to me. Scottish Bill, I know we agree and disagree on certain projects, Steve-O, but you're a good guy and I value your opinions. Oh, cheers, mate. I value yours as well. So if somebody disagrees with me, that's cool. Everybody's got their own opinions, but obviously I can still kind of put my opinion across as well, as can everybody else, which is good, because we need that. If we didn't have that, and wouldn't come to consensus on a lot of things. Dirty Fergie, do you know, Steve, do you know how to find the dragon pattern in a chart? And if so, does it look like we have a dragon pattern forming on most of the assets, Bitcoin in particular? Honestly, I am being honest here. No, I don't know what the dragon pattern is. I'm being really honest, Dirty Fergie. I'm not a huge TA person. I'm getting more and more into it. I like simplify everything. If you can simplify something down to its very simplistic way of doing it, and I'm talking about everything in life. I'm not just talking about charting. I'm not talking about kind of crypto. If you can do that and make it extremely simple, and then this is when you bring the masses on. And this is what we need in crypto. So what they've got just now, the way we kind of buy and stuff just now is just an absolute nightmare. Even for the kind of experienced people like us, it's a nightmare. So once we simplify it down and we just say, okay, here's what you do. It's just a simple pay from your account or pay from this app and you've got Bitcoin. And it's safe, it's secure. You don't need to kind of go into your computer and do Ledger Nano Airs. You don't have to do all that. It's really safe. And they're going to have to bring out some kind of even more secure way of storing crypto. So once that comes, that's when mass adoption really comes. And that's what I think about charting as well. Once you simplify it down and just stick to the kind of one kind of way of doing it and be disciplined, then you can become a really good trader. That's my opinion. A lot of TA people will just call me an arse, basically, and just say that you cannot trade on one indicator alone. I believe you can. So I don't know the dragon pattern is what I'm saying. Kig, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Really appreciate that, mate. Let's make sure we're still on. Yep, we are. Scottish Bill, can I have a look at the Nash chart, Steve? Yes, 1 wee second. I was going to go to a couple of news. In fact, I've not even looked at the Bitcoin price yet. 1 wee second, I'll just look at the BTC price. BTC USD. Bitstamp, okay, so with sitting at 7,765, we're going down just now on the 4 hourly chart. We crossed down over 8,500. We'll look at the 1 hourly. So it's coming back up at last from 7,431, but we've taken another wee downturn again at 7,761. So a lot of people said we're going to go down to that level of kind of 6,400, 6,200, 6,000-ish mark. We still might get there. I'm still of the opinion that we're going to go up. We've held this level and we're kind of going sideways. I think what we're going to see, what day is it today? I think even at the weekend, we're going to see a shoot all the way up, a moonshot all the way up to kind of 9,000 or so, and kind of past 9,000 up to these levels, just like we did kind of here. And that was on 30th of May, which was probably just last week. I was just trying to work out what day it was. So it wasn't at the weekend. Was it? Anyway, so I think that's what's going to happen. I think over the weekend we might shoot back up to around about the $9,000 level. That's what I'm thinking might happen. But there's no indication to suggest that. There's no indication on TA-wise on the charts. You just look at this chart on the hourly chart and go, this is not a buy. You would not be buying. And here you go, trend is your friend. Just is not good. Do not buy it. And that's what you'd say with the kind of Bitcoin chart just now. In fact, you'd probably say short it if you're kind of looking at this. However, and I don't know if it's the optimist in me. I don't think it is. Or the kind of just the wee Spidey Sensei thing again. Just kicking in, just going, this is not going down. It's not going down below 7,000. I just think it's going to shoot back up to 9,000. So it might well do the FU reversal we were talking about yesterday. But that's just my opinion, obviously. Nash chat, oh, that's no, we're looking at BTC chat. So there was a couple of news stories, that's what I was going to look at as well. Fibonacci levels, key in Bitcoin support zones. What's next for BTC? So this Josh Rager as well, he was looking at the Fibonacci. I like the Fibonacci as well, I just kind of use it in a different way. And he was saying there's a possible pullback areas for the Fibonacci retracement. The Fib retracement, we're on the 236 level just now at 7,841. Another pullback here would be at 6,826. To the 0.5 Fib would be 6,121. To 0.618 Fib would be 5,411. So he's got Fib retracement as a tool that can be used to measure how far the market has pulled back into an upswing, but should be used with confluence by other indicators. So you don't just use that on its own. Bitcoin is sitting at 0.236 Fib. That's what he's saying there. We'll just go back to Josh Rager. He's a good, I actually like following him. That was June the 3rd. So the lowest I see Bitcoin pulling back is 0.618, which is 5,404, as any lower would be bearish. Major confluence with previous support resistance between 6,109 and 6,814. I'm personally watching for a bounce in this area with a major interest near 6,400. So that 6,400 is the VPVR level. We've kind of looked at the VPVR as well and got that turned on. Turn that on. And move up here. I'll probably get a bit on the daily for this. Go to auto. So around about this level just now, and he's talking round about this level, 6,400 level, and that's what Josh Rager is talking about. If it got to that level, that's when a lot of people would be buying. That's when the buying pressure is on. 6,282 has gone to VPVR here, and this is kind of volume kind of buying here. So we could still go down. I just think, I don't know why, I just think we're going to shoot up and we're going to go past. We're going to get up to the 9,000 range again over the next couple of days. It'd be nice if that happened. And I don't know if it is wishful thinking. I don't know if it is what it is, but it's just the kind of spidey sense thing going on again. Where are we? Nash. So chart, CoinTrader Pro. So I think when I looked at Nash this morning, actually, I think it was $1.60 or something. And it was $1.05. I'll just look at it on the CoinTrader Pro. Time we're on 9:17, still got time. We're still live. Yep, still live. Right, next. Is it not coming up in that? Weird. When it becomes at Nash Exchange BTC, right? I thought it was a ticker symbol next. 1 sec, Nash. That is next, yeah. I thought it was right. Okay, Nash Exchange, we're on the daily. We'll go to the 4 hourly. I don't think that's right, is it? So 20,269 it is at the moment, if that's right. Is that correct? I'm just going to check it. We'll go to Nash USD. Yeah, $1.59 it is, $1.58. So it has been kind of higher, obviously. It has been as high as $2. I was just looking at the BTC value, obviously, and BTC value is kind of way down there. So April, that's when everything started to go down. Right, okay, I'm with you. So Nash, we'll go to BTC. So it was up to 43,000, 20,000 just now, so it could double to get to its previous all-time high in BTC and Satoshi value. So it's actually coming off a bottom at 17,000. This is Satoshi value, 17,000. And obviously the dollar value will be up. That's because Bitcoin price, so it's better to look at, I think it's better to look at the BTC value. But it does look good. It looks as if it could bounce off the 50 EMA from here. This is still, yeah, the 50 I've got with this as well. So it could bounce from 50 EMA here and just start going up from here as well. But I do like it as well. And there's a link, I'll put a link if you want to sign up for the lottery for that as well. But you can buy just now on Switch.io. Just now, and I've not kind of bought any myself. I've just kind of looked at it just because I'm trading just now, and I've got all the funds are tied up just now, and I'm looking to do kind of using the kind of 3-6 strategy, 3 to 6 strategy, and compounding. So I'm putting one big trade on. If that makes 5%, I'll put on another trade. If that makes 7%, I'll put on another trade. Just compound and try and get as much as possible. So I've managed to trade kind of double up over the last month or so, which is good. So thinking that's the way to go just now, just trading just now instead of hodling. That's my thinking. Yeah, so hope that helps. Scottish Bull, CB Norwood, is he saying 70 EMA or 70 EMA? 7 EMA. Don't do math. Steve, do you think Seller will be next to double from here? Seller has done well. Seller's done excellent, actually. Just go to 4 hours. Right. So again, look at the market capitalization. We'll turn this off just now. Look at the market capitalization. We've got 253 just now. We've got a kind of local high there of 331. We could get much higher there, 586, round about the 600 level. You could potentially double up, go up to 100 million and still be in the top 60 and not be that much, considering what they're going to be doing as well. So fundamentally, from a fundamental point of view, yes, it could. It's just I'm concerned that we did go as low as 114. I did call it a couple of times at round about this level, 373 level, round about the 500 level as well. Kind of called it, and then I stopped calling it. I thought this is just not going to work. I'm going to have to see where the price kind of happens and settles. And it looks as if it kind of settled around about this area here at 156, and could very well double from here. So could, yeah. One is looking good. I hope the whales pump it like they did Matic. Yeah, one's looking good as well, but I don't think it's going to go 10x like Matic. And the reason why, Harmony looks good, the code looks good as well. Well, everybody's saying the code looks good. I'm not a coder, developer. But I don't think it's going to get up to 500 million market cap for a 10x and then come back down again. So Matic pumped because it had a 6 million market capitalization. Now, I know we shouldn't just be looking at that, but psychologically speaking, we do look at it. It's just the way we are. So Matic had a 6 million market capitalization, and then it went up, pumped 10x to say 50, 60 million market capitalization. And that's why. So it was still well under 100 million. So for one to pump that much, it would have to go to a market capitalization of 500 million, which is $500 million. And that kind of puts it in the top 20. Would it be the top 20? We'd go for $500 million. $500 million. Well, nearly in the top 20. Just outside the top 20, 23 or something. So I don't think it's going to 10x. Could it double? Yes, definitely. Could it treble? Yeah, we could do that as well. And it might 10x. I may be talking shite. You just never know. I just don't think it will. Do you like 0x? I do like 0x as well, yeah. Kin getting smashed, yeah, because of the SEC. And it's a real shame for Kin as well. And I really hope they come out the other end. Where are they sitting just now? Oh, 0. So we need to look at Kin and ETH. Oh, nightmare, man. 10 GUI. Nightmare. Cities, all-time low. And it's purely because of the SEC suing them. So the question is really with Kin, are they going to survive this? I think they will survive it. So the question would be, if you're in it just now, would you buy more at these prices just to kind of level or kind of average down? Or would you leave it and wait and see what happens? If you're a newbie trying to get in, this might be an amazing steal of a price to get in at. Just depends if you think they're going to be able to survive this kind of lawsuit against them. And it's the SEC. G-Slick, if Kin win the court battle with the SEC, I think they will shoot. It's worth bagging out there. Yeah, that's just what I was saying there. So it could well be worth bagging. Sorry, I missed a couple of comments there. What time are we on? Yep, remember Skidmore, Facebook coin, Zuckerberg bandwagon, ticket or vehicle for mass adoption. Me personally, this is what I was saying. I don't know if I was saying this yesterday to you or somewhere else I was kind of talking. I was saying yesterday that a lot of people are saying, well, Facebook have not got the right demographics to get into the crypto world. However, that's just because it's not reached mass adoption. So mass adoption, we are the outliers just now. So everybody else are not the right demographics to get in. So anybody that was being targeted, they're not going to be the right demographics because they don't know about it, they've never heard about it. So it doesn't matter what age they are, if they've never heard about it and they don't know about it, they're probably not the right demographic. So there's no right demographic, it's just we've happened to get in on this very, very early. We've happened to kind of do the studying for it, we've kind of watched YouTube videos, we've interacted with everybody else in groups. This is why we're in it. So, but we wouldn't really be the right demographic for it. Nobody would, to be honest. But Facebook coming in, the demographic will come to be the right demographic when mass adoption occurs. So it's going to be absolutely humongously huge if Facebook get in to bring more people into crypto and to get them talking about crypto. It might not be that they're going to necessarily know about it, but more and more people are going to find out about cryptocurrency because they're going to ask the question, what is this Facebook coin? What is cryptocurrency? Or what is Bitcoin? What is the other things then? What's XRP? What's Ethereum? Just like we started as well. That's how we started. We just asked the question. And when you start asking questions, you go down a rabbit hole, you dig deeper, and this is how we got into it. And this is how the mass are going to get into it as well. So I think it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be amazing for mass adoption. Something big like the Facebook coin. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you like them or not, the privacy, kind of everything that they've got going on, it doesn't matter. It's going to bring people into crypto. Jack D Crypto, middle of the night, but I made it. Welcome. Good to see you here. There's a dragon on the way. We're going up. Dirty Fergie saying, if Ken win the court battle with SEC, I think he'll shoot. Yeah, it's worth bagging now. Spider Senses didn't help with the feed went down, did it? No, it didn't. CB Norwood, what does dragon indicate? Up. Andreas is in. Scottish Bull, low supply, 50 million. CB, I'm just trying to get everybody's comments in. Why the heck is buying Monocoin? I laughed my ass off it going up again. What the hell? Google it and compare with BTC. Unleashed the Dragon. CB Norwood. Right, this is a kind of conversation that's going on. A sidechain conversation. Yep, damn rabbit hole. Your Kundalini is opening, mate. Haha. That's it. I've managed to think. I don't think I've missed anybody out. I don't like missing anybody out. I've done it a couple of times. Derek Holroyd is still saying it's still blurry. I'm just looking over the names. I might have missed it. Hyphen Lee is in. I don't know if I mentioned you before. That was just to mention you. Okay, I think that's it. I think that is it just now. So just go back over. Seller's still moving up, 255. So it's going to get up. It needs to get past 260, and then it's going to make its way up. There's no kind of resistance after that for seller, all the way up to 318. So seller might keep going. I'll just see the charts on here. T-Fuel. Theta Fuel is on its way up as well. It's crossing over in 4 hourly. That looks as if it's way up. And Mana is up as well. Enigma is going up. Fetchy I just said that. This is probably going to blow as well. At 2,600, it's gone up already since then, which is good. Fuel is up as well. It's jumping. BTT going back up. It's up at 17. Matic is now up at 313. So that looks as if it's going to continue going as well. Seller continuation. So it looks as if they're also having a run, especially the Binance IEOs. POA network is on its way up as well. Any cash finally moving? Oh, not really. 26. But it's moving, which is the main thing. 1381 just now. So we kind of said, looked at that and just said it could bounce off the 361. That was a 7 EMA. So it might bounce off that. So you can't look at it on the daily, really. 2 hourly, is that going to give us better indications? So on a 2 hourly is 7 EMA is around about 368. So you might want to buy back in then. Or hold. If you're panicking just now, you might want to hold until 369. If it goes down below that, then that's when to say, okay, I might sell from here. But it's natural that's going to pull, but you're going to get these pullbacks when you get a kind of parabolic run like this. So not necessarily a need to panic. As long as it stays above the 7 EMA. We can see all the way above. It's used the 7 EMA as support and not really as resistance. It tried to kind of go down there, but wasn't using it as resistance in this area here. It was using it as support. And this is on the 2 hour. And you'll see the same with the other ones as well. So it's used it as support, all the way up. When it goes down here and finishes below there, that's when you start to say, okay, is this time to get out of this? I've had a good run. But at the moment, it's looking brilliant. Just now, we've got that red candle forming just now on the 4 hourly. However, I still think it might keep on going. Link is still going up as well. This is on 4 hourly. So it's looking good for the alts just now. Let's go back to... So one, Fetch, Seller has moved back up in the top. Matic is up there as well. And BNB is up. So it's pretty amazing to see that. And to be honest, they're all quality projects. Will look to be quality projects. I know a couple of them being called into question. One not being one of them. But Matic and Seller have been called into question as well for the coding. But I haven't a clue about that. CB one day no one will be able to take a bathroom break because they'll miss price action. Or you just take it with you to the bathroom. I don't like Facebook, but the sheep will come and bring money. I personally like Facebook. I've built my business on Facebook. and I've built my business teaching how to build your business on Facebook as well. So I'm definitely not going to complain. I still like Facebook. It can be used in the wrong way. It can be used in the right way, and whether you agree with the privacy or not. Every other company out there has had exactly the same issues. Google, for example, is another one. Do you still use Google? Yeah, we do. So it's just the same with Facebook as well. But that's my personal opinion. How's Titanium doing? Titanium's doing brilliant. It's kind of shot to the moon. It's made everybody millionaires. It's been fantastic. I don't know if you missed that, Scottish Bull, because they came back and they just kind of released it again and just shot to the moon. And nobody can get them now because they're so expensive. Not. DGB talking about adding staking. That'd be excellent if they'd done that as well. CB Norwood doing that now, dancing on my chair. Trying to do it. Steve, do you think a sell for sale at 390 would be a smart or hold? I wouldn't. I'd keep on moving your stop loss up. Just move your stop loss up. You might have to kind of move up and say, okay, if it hits 370, I'm going to sell there. But just put an automatic stop loss, and that way you can walk away safe in the knowledge that hopefully your stop loss is going to hold okay, because sometimes it can just shoot straight through and it doesn't have time to hit your stop loss. But should on Binance is usually okay for that. On other exchanges, it might not. I've seen that in the past when I've been trading. So I'll keep on moving your stop loss up. Once it goes to 390, as I said, for example, we'll just go to seller just now and can watch it. So we've got 250 just now. So you put a stop loss in at say 2 when it triggers, put your trigger in at 230, put your stop loss in at 228 or something like that, and waiting and moving up. If it moves up another 10 Satoshi from here to 264, then move your stop loss up 10 Satoshi. If it moves another 10 Satoshi, move your stop loss up. That way you can ride profit all the way up, and you can ride it all the way up. So that's what I would suggest doing. Instead of just saying, okay, when it hits that price, I'm going to get out. You might lose a few Satoshi doing that way, but again, you might gain a huge, because it might shoot up and go up to 400, and you're thinking about selling at that price. So I would ride it up, and that's what I would do. A little up from Matic, MagPwn, excellent. I think we've got some more red days ahead. Yeah, you just, you never know. You never know. It looks that way in BTC, as if we're going to get some red days, but I think it's gone up. Time to dollar cost average, G-Slick, Scottish Bull, nice one. Theta still holding good as well. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for watching through the kind of issues we had there before. Thankfully we're still on for 10 minutes. You can watch that. I'll cut that out as well. But thank you very much. I appreciate your time. And if you want to join a free group, if you've not done that already, there's a link down below as well. So join the free group if you can, if you're not in the premium, and join a free group as well. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. Or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them.